Hi, my name's LINCO. I'm from Davlin Finance Group. And at Davlin Finance Group, we believe in taking a holistic approach to your wealth creation. That's why we've got accounting, financial planning and mortgage broking. Our role is to help you get from here to here, whether that's growing your portfolio, holding it, or even in retirement.
A Davlin retirement review starts with a conversation with our clients. We delve into what they want to achieve, what their goals and objectives are, and we back this up with extensive questionnaires to establish their full financial position. This is the information that we use to prepare the plan. Now, the objectives of this plan are to determine a list of actions that might take place before retirement, and also to give a 12-year projection so that we can have a good solid view of what will happen and whether the retirement strategy is sustainable. Importantly, people from each of our divisions of finance, financial planning, accounting and tax are involved in this process so that we've got all areas covered. We also look at estate planning in this, tax planning, and any benefits that might accrue from other sources like a concession or a pension. The objective is to give our clients peace of mind. All of our clients want to know, will it work and will it give us a successful retirement?
No, I hate the word retirement. I look back at what Mum and Dad had, and they had nothing. Their retirement was sitting at home and watching television. To me, retirement is choices, doing what I want to do. Now I have a choice of when I want to work and where I want to work.
It certainly gives a different edge of going to work when you don't have to.
What will I need when I do stop? When that final pay packet does stop, where is that money going to come from? Certainly the pension's not going to give me the lifestyle that I'm used to. We're sitting on 9 properties and about $4.7 million worth of property. And I consider that will give us enough to retire.
We had lots of income from our jobs, but are now relying on our assets to provide that income in retirement.
I think a budget plan is vitally important to make that money last.
It's a strategy, it's the planning. We were buying and we were heading in the right direction, but if I could put it politely, I guess we were blundering along.
I haven't had a lot of faith in financial planners, not such as the case here because you're so well on our side. I particularly like the strategy session that you do. I still like that strategy session. I think it's very important for me and everyone else for that matter. The way you've developed and the way you've continued to evolve has been nothing short of dynamic. We can come here, we can talk to the accountant, we can talk to the financial planner, and we can talk to the brokers at the same time. So I think that's a big plus for you and a big plus for us.
Well, not only was the plan comprehensive, but the thing that was more important to me was we discussed quite a few alternative strategies.
The realistic thing for each of us is slightly different. We can go through and we can talk about market averages and we can work out the outcome in the plan.
Certainly we've got a lot better choice than what we had if we just had gone along blind and got to say within 5 years of retirement, think, well, what are we going to do now?
If we look at the conversations we have with everybody in this room, we tapped into what are your goals and objectives, what do you want in retirement? The design of that is to come up with a plan that is sustainable. So how do we put all of those different features together, what we want to do with our property portfolios, what we want to do with other assets, and how does that project out over 12 years?
It's like a one-stop shop here. She's doing the figures and one's doing the planning, and Steve's saying yes, that's possible. And I think this is vitally important because if you've got an accountant 200 miles away and a plan 600 kilometres away and you're in the middle, it's just not possible.
You then have to learn, of course, how you're going to have your properties and still be in retirement and have sufficient income from those properties and yet support them at the same time.
The greatest value to me out of it at this stage is simply clarity.
You know, you can always come back, you can always talk to someone. We really need to go back every few years. Things are changing in the world, finances are changing, the banks are changing. It has to be revisited every couple of years or even 12 monthly.
That if only I had started this 20 or 30 years earlier.